Hey everyone, welcome to Upgrow. So in this video, we are going to go through the basic widgets. So let's just jump in and I'll do it from scratch. So I'll just remove all this code and we'll start by importing the package, which is your material. So I'll just import my material package. Then since I'll be using a material app. Then okay, I'll write this void main function. I told you this is very important. Then I'll just provide the name of my class. So I'll give it the name as my app only. That is why I kept it here like this. Then I have the stateless widget. So this is the stateless widget I had created, and now I'll just give it the name as my app. So this would be the name of my class. So I just keep it similar to this. Then we have the very first property, which is your app bar. So let's start with your app bar, and before that I told you about your material app and scaffold. So let's just return material app here. Then is your home, which will have your scaffold. So now we'll be working on it, and after this material app, this bracket where it is ending, this material app is ending, we'll be using the semicolons. So this is your scaffold. Now let us start with the very basic, that is your app bar. I'll just give the app bar first, followed by this app bar class. This is the app bar class. Yeah, so we have certain properties in it. And first of all, what is app bar? App bar is a widget that contains a toolbar, and there are multiple widgets we can put inside this app bar also. So let's start with few of its properties. The first one, I'll take it as title. Let me just write it as text. Then I'll write sample application. Okay, so if you want, I can just hot reload and hot restart. So it will be restarted here. I just hot restarted it, so it will be displayed over here. I'll just keep on displaying UI also. So after that, the title, we have something as BG color. We'll take the color. Let me give it as red accent. So I kept it as red accent like this. Then we have your brightness. So I'll show how brightness actually works. Sorry, I guess spelling mistake. Yeah, so it's brightness dot, it would be dark or light. So like this, the dark would be like this and the light would be like this. So the color changes here basically. So then we have the center title. One thing to note here is, while developing your applications, Flutter applications, if we see the code for your iOS, then we'll see this sample application would appear in the center. But if we see your Android application, so it will appear in the left side or somewhere. So to maintain that thing, in that both the applications should have a center title, I'll keep it as true. So this is a boolean value I had to keep. So while keeping this center, the title will be centered in both of the applications, which is your Android and your iOS both. Yeah, there are other things also. You can just check it like this. We have something as leading, trailing, then elevation, shadow, color, shape. Yes, we have other things also. So you can just go through them once. And yeah, so this was your app bar. I'll just close it up from here. Okay, then let me just start with your column. So the other widget is your column widget. I'll give it a column and like this. And if I want to wrap it in some widget, so I'll keep it in your safe area. I'll keep it in safe area so that it should be in between my boundaries of the safe area. So let's just start with the column. So column is a widget that displays its children in a vertical array, like this one, and not this one. This is your row and this is your column. So it will display your children in a vertical array. Then we have certain properties such as children, and I'll just see it from here only. Yeah, we have these much of properties in your column. So we have these things. Okay, so for that I'll start with the child. Sorry, our children. We have children in column and row properties. So let me just give something. Okay, I'll keep something over here like main axis alignment. Main axis alignment dot. Let me just kept it as start, and I'll keep it as cross axis alignment, which is also I'll keep it as stretch. Yeah. So I'll tell you what is the difference. The main axis alignment is basically how children should be placed across your main axis, and cross axis alignment is basically how children should be placed across your cross axis. I'll tell you the difference. Yeah, these basic things are for your column. I'll tell you one by one after I'll write this, children. I'll tell you that. So, but for now, we have these three properties of column, which is your main axis alignment, cross axis alignment, and then we have children. So, apart from this, let me just start with the next set of widgets, which is your container. This is your container, and let me give some height to it, which would be around 100, and then some width to it. I'll take it 100 also, and then I'll give it a different color so that I'll be able to differentiate it. Let me give it as green accent. Yeah. So now you will be able to see that this would be the container, which is see, now I'll tell you the difference between main axis alignment. Main axis alignment is start, so I'll do it from center. You'll get to know. So this is from center. It would be like this. Then we have cross axis alignment. So in stretch, rather than stretch, I'll use it as start. So it will appear like this. And suppose I kept it as center, so it would appear like yeah, this is cross axis. So this isn't possible. So I'll do it with the stretch only. I'll explain you with stretch abhi as of now. Also, we have different things in your this alignment thing, like this. I made yeah, this thing I made. This is a flutter tip. So we have something in space around, space between, and space evenly in your main axis alignment. I'll tell you the difference. Space around is basically it is distributed in between your items and before this item and this item. This is your space around. Then that means there will be some space before your this icon and your this icon, and in between all the icons. Then we have space between. Space between means we have space between your icons only, and not before and after this. Equal space. Then we have space evenly. Space evenly means we have space evenly distributed before and after and in between all these things. As you can see, this one, we have these spaces around these two and this one also, but the space is not evenly distributed. So here the space will be evenly distributed like this. Then we yeah, I'll explain you through this. Yeah, as you can see, space around means you have some space here, some space here, and equal spaces in between your widgets. And in space evenly, we have equal spaces in between all the widgets irrespective of the widget from your safe area also. So I'll have the difference between space around and space evenly is this. Then again, yeah, yeah, this is the difference. This was the main difference between all these things. Then we have a container. So what I'll tell you, sorry, I forgot to tell you what is a container. Container is basically a widget that combines your common painting, your positioning, and your sizing of widgets. So it's like a box to store your content. So yeah, this was your container. Then we have container properties as height, width. Then okay, color I have already given. Then we have child also. I can provide, for example, I'll give a text widget to it, and let me just write it somewhere, welcome. So see, this would happen. And then we have different things such as your padding and margin. So margin is basically empty space to surround decoration and child, and padding is basically empty space to inscribe inside decoration. So I'll give both of them here, and let me see the difference. So this is padding. Then we have this edge insets dot all, or you want to left it, you want only, or you can do it only also. That means you can give left, top, right, bottom. I'll do it all, and then I'll give some value such as 10. So see the difference now. You will be able to see the difference that it would be, there would be some space from this and this. And for margin, yeah, for margin also I have, okay, but from, okay, but for margin I'll start it from start so that you'll be able to get it, what is the difference. And I'll have one more container to easily get the, to easily get the difference. Yeah, so these are my two containers. I'll change the color here. I'll change it to red accent. See, so we have this thing, and we have start. I'll do it from start only. So it would be like box. Then yeah, I'll give the this thing, margin. So margin is like this. Then again we have this edge insets dot all or dot only. So I'll give it a space of 10. So see, so the space would be created from all the four sides. The space would be created. Yeah, the space would be created from all the four sides, just because it's all. And if I kept it as only from, okay, I'll do it. I'll show it to you. Let me keep it as left and 10.0. So see the difference. The space would be created only from the left. If I keep it from your bottom, then the space would be created from my bottom also. And if I keep it from your top, then space would be created from the top also. Suppose I have some other widgets over here, then also the space would be created from this widget and this. And okay, so I'll keep it like this only. Okay, so this was my container. And yeah, we have child. I explained that child, we have this text. We can use other widgets also in this child. Yeah, then this container, I'll create one more container. Yeah, the two is fine. We'll go with 2. Okay, so after that we have an elevated button to take care. So I'll just give a elevated button over here like this. And we have certain properties in elevated button, which is your on pressed and null, child. So I'll keep it like this in your on pressed, and in your child I'll give some text. So let me write something as click me. Yeah, so let's see what happens. Yeah, so this would be a clickable text. If I don't keep this property, so it would appear like this, this default. And if I keep it as like, if I keep it like this, so it will appear like this, clickable something. Okay, then we have elevated button is basically a label child displayed on a material widget whose elevation increases when your button is pressed. So this elevation increases, and when I don't want this property, so it will be a simple one. So we have these thing. Then we have one more thing in this, such as your style. I can give any style to it. You can use, you can just go through this style, and you can change the style also. Then I'll just close it. Then we have a Flutter logo. So Flutter is just a logo in a widget form. So I'll show you this Flutter logo also. This is my Flutter logo. There are certain properties also. I'll just start with 2 things, which is your size. I'll just provide this size. So this is your Flutter. Then we have a size. We can use style, curve, and your text color. So we can use multiple things over here. Yeah, you can just go through it. Or if you want, I can make different videos for your these widgets also, one by one I'll take every widget, like widget of the week I can choose, and I'll create a different playlist for all those widgets. I'll give a brief, or I'll give all the properties of those widgets. Okay, then we have an icon. So icon widget is like this. It's a graphical icon. It's not an interactive thing. So for interact to be it interactive, you use icon button. But as of now, you can use icon. So I have like this icons dot. Let me take something. Let me take it like this. Yeah, I have this icon. I'll just see. So it would be added here. If I want to change the size, I can change the size it over here. If I want to change the color, I can change the color also like this. So I changed the color. Yeah. So there are variety of icons we can add. So you can see a list from this. You can change it. You can change your colors. You can customize the icon also. Like suppose I took this. Okay, let me took this. So it would be like this. Yeah. So this was your icon. Then we have your image. So we have different things for image, like image.asset, your asset image we can use, or we can use image.network. I'll be using image.asset. So what is it all about? I'll just provide the path of the image I have given. So it would be image.jpeg. I have given this image. I can show you like this here. So we have given this image. Just create a new Flutter this directory, and just drag and drop. Just search any image from here. I just search it from here. I'll just use another image for you. Okay, let me just take this image. I'll just save it as image1, and where is my this? This was also image1, I guess. Yeah, I'll just rename it to image2 and just drag and drop it in this images folder. Just drop it here, and after that just open this pubspec.yml and just provide this image. So I'll give this is JPEG, sorry, this is JPEG image, and then you have to just go through pubget. You will be able to get this. And also if you have multiple number of images, just write this like this. Sorry, like this. All the images will be accessed like this. So you don't have to specifically mention all the names of your images. So I've just written just for your reference. Then now I can see this image will be, I'll just get dependencies, and now I'll just edit it. Sorry, I'll just restart. I think it's, oh sorry, the image name is wrong. It's image2.jpeg. So I got this image. And apart from that also I can use asset image, and again I'll give this images / your image2.jpeg. Sorry, for this asset image, what I have to do is, I'll explain you from here. Asset image in Flutter. For this asset image, what I'll be doing is, yeah, see, you can see this assets, and for this is for loading assets and loading images. For asset image, we can use it like this: image, then asset image, and again the same, your path to that particular image. Okay, I'll just cut it, and I'll just write it like this, and I'll just paste it like this. So this would show me the same thing. Or I'll change the first image. I'll change it to first image to see the changes. Yeah. So this would be the first image I changed. So I took this image. Then I can change it, your size, color, and everything. I can change. Okay, so I'll use this one. What is this for? Okay, this is for column. Okay, we have column. Okay, this is not useful, not required. Okay, so we have this image. Then I can change its this thing, your style, your color, your height, your width, and everything. So I'll just give it a height of, suppose, let me just give it 40. And I'll just give a width of 40. Yeah, so this would be your image. Then I can change it to fit. Yeah, we have this property such as this is your box fit dot contain cover, or you can choose anything. So this would be your cover. Then we have contain. So we have multiple things in your fit also, you can use them. Okay, then is your placeholder. So it's a widget which draws a box. So I'll just start with this placeholder. It has few properties such as your, I'll just go for a color. Let me take it as colors dot black. I'll take it as colors dot black. So this would be my colors dot black. Since it's going beyond, or it's overflowed, so I'll just give a fallback width. And then we have a fallback. Okay, I'll just give the width first. So let me take it as 100. Okay, then we have this fallback height, and this would be 100. So you can just go through. Yeah, this appear like this. You can just go through the properties like this. We have stroke width, fallback height, color, and so on. So you can change these things. Then we have another one is your row. So what I can do is I'll just not go through it completely. I'll just change one thing. So basically row is something which displays your children in your horizontal array. So column will display it in vertical array, and row will display it in your horizontal array. So yeah, I'll just change this column to just row like this. I know it will be overflowed because of the design, but yes, it would appear something like this. Also, one more thing to take care. Suppose it's coming beyond your icon, I guess. Yeah, we are getting this logo. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll just comment it, and now you can see. Now see. So this is what we happen when we use row or column. I just replaced it back to column. So we'll see it like this. Then the last thing we have is your text. Yeah, this is your text. So I'll write welcome to Flutter application, and yeah, so it would appear like this. I can change the style or text align or something. So for that I'll use this style, and then this text style widget. I'll do it like this. And also we can do it reformat code with Dart FMT. So it would reformat my code completely, so that I'll be easily able to identify which acid is ending where and what is all happening. And then in this text style, let me just take the size. So it's something like 40 I take. Yeah, so it is like this. And I can give the this word spacing or letter spacing also. Let me just give it 10. So it would be like this word spacing, the spacing between your words. Then we have letter spacing. So this is the spacing between your letters, that is this. So this is your word spacing, letter spacing, and we have other more things such as your color. We have color like, let me just take it as pink. Okay, yeah, so I took it as pink. Then we can also change the font also. So for font I'll do it in a later video. for how can we change font, and how for the assets also I can go through it. For the image asset, I'll explain in other video also. So yeah, this was all about your basic widgets. These are the basic widgets. If you guys want, then I can create a separate playlist for all of your widgets and explain them in a very brief manner. Just like you can see widget of the week, I can just create that playlist. We have in Flutter, we have that playlist in Flutter. So uh, yeah, I can create that also. Yeah, that's it for this video. Hope you liked it. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay safe. Thank you.